Guys, and welcome back to Ados the Great YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over my round 3 tips for this weekend's action. But before we get into that, guys, I thought we'd go over and have a look at how I went this week, or last week I should say, in the tipping. So to start things off, I did back against my boys. Very good game. It was at the end. It was a very good game. Definitely, a tightly contested contest at the end there. But for most part, Storm had the upper hand, and the Rabbitohs played like crap. So got that tip right. Very happy about that. Another close game. I was a bit nervous because personally I thought the Dragons should have won this one. But Penrith got the job done. I thought they'd win this one by a lot more. But the Dragons have come to play this year. And I'm all for that, man. Shout out to Dragons. Man, those fans are pretty loyal. Next up, we've got the Roosters and the Manly Sea Eagles. I thought this one would be one of the games of the week. However, Manly just don't look like themselves. I don't know if teams have found weaknesses in Tom Trbojevic and they're exposing them now. I don't know. But another tip right. The next one got right as well on the Saturday. That was a cracker of a game. Very happy I got that tip right. Then this one, for me, was the game of the round. Eels and Sharks, this literally went until the last second. It was a beautiful game, wonderful. The crowd was hyped. It was great. It was an awesome game. To be there would have been amazing. Next up, I take an L in this one. The only tip I got wrong for the week. Cowboys and Raiders. And I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because if you haven't seen my NRL ladder prediction, I actually said, I'm pretty sure I've got the Cowboys at 9th or 10th. I actually said at home they're going to be tough to beat. And then I'll go and tip against them. I was fairly close on tipping the Cowboys, but then I went, no, look, I think the Raiders will win, and I think they'll end up winning quite comfortably. I was wrong with that one. So, unfortunately, I missed the ball on there. Then we end the week with 2 good tips. Knights beat the Tigers. A huge win there for Newcastle, cementing them into into number 1 spot on the ladder. And then the Broncos get 2 in a row with a win over the Bulldogs. Called that one as well. But now we're going to jump over and do more tips for this weekend's action. Now, this one is a tough one to tip. I've been umming and ahhing about this all week because the Dragons have been playing some bloody good football, that's for sure, but so have Cronulla. So I don't know. Like, most people are tipping the Sharks, but I think the Dragons could cause an upset here. I really do. They're in good form at the moment. Oh, it's tough. I'm going to come back to that one because that is tough. I think the Warriors will win this one quite comfortably. They got a fair, 71 to 29% fan support there. I think the Warriors should get that one done. I'm going to come back to this one too because obviously, the usual tipsters are going to watch most of the content, but I think my Rabbitohs subscribers and followers are going to stay and watch a lot more if it's talking about their team. So I will come back to that one as well. Panthers and Knights. No, I think this one's probably, this whole week has, I think that I don't know what game is going to be the best of the week. This could potentially be as well. Like, there's 2 teams that haven't won yet. They're going to be hungry to win. Youngster Jock Madden gets the start for the Tigers. I think this is going to be a good game. I do think the Warriors will run away with it. But then you got this one, Latrell back against the Roosters. That's going to be a hype game. This is going to be another game of the round. This is going to be a good game too. Like, even that in Canberra, the Titans won last week. They're going to want to try and get another win, as are the Raiders. Broncos and Cowboys is always a cracker. And then this one, I think this is probably the worst of it. I think we're going to have a good round of footy this weekend, guys. Unfortunately, It is my wedding anniversary this weekend too, so I'm going to have to miss some games, but I'm definitely not missing that one. All right, Saturday afternoon, I'm going to back Penrith. Wow, that's a bit crazy there. No, I'm going to back Penrith. I think they'll win this one convincingly. I don't know. I don't think we've seen enough from Newcastle. They beat the Roosters in round 1. They beat the Tigers in round 2, but I don't see them beating Penrith. I think it'll still be a good game, but I think Penrith will run away with it. I think Storm will win this one. I think we're going to see the bit of a fall for the Eels this week. I think they'll drop out of that top 8. Raiders and Sharks, look, I think the Raiders will win. They bring back Nick Kotrick and Jordan Rapana, so huge inclusions for them. I think the Raiders have got this one. I think they'll do that quite comfortably. I'm assuming Tipster's backing. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. 52% are backing the Titans. That's insane. I think Canberra will win this one. Broncos and Cowboys at Brisbane. I think this is going to be a fracker of a game. I'm going to back the Broncos. I'm going to back them to go 3 in a row, but I won't be surprised if the Cowboys get an upset in this one. I will not. Seagulls and Bulldogs, look. I don't see Manly losing this one. I really don't, and I think this is where they're going to get one of their better games in with this one. So, yeah, I'm going to back Manly. Then we're going to do these last two. Like, this one's crazy. I don't know. Like, as I said, a huge slide of fans are going to Cronulla and not as many for St. George. I don't know, man. I think the Dragons played awesome against... who they playing in round 1? The Titans? No, the Warriors. Dragons played well against the Warriors in round 1. They backed it up with a good game. Arguably should have won that game against Penrith. I'm going to tip the upset here. I'm backing the Dragons. So how many upsets have we got so far? From the look of it, it's probably only one. This is debatable with the fan votes and stuff, but I think the Dragons can get the job done here against Cronulla. I really do. I think we've seen some brilliance from St. George, and Cronulla, I don't know. See, this is what I mean. This is how I've been all week, umming and ahhing about how I'm going to do this. Oh, do I want to tip St. George? I'm going to be so annoyed if I change my tip and the Dragons win. But again, like Nicho Hynes is finding some confidence there too. Cameron McKenna's had his first game back last week, so he's getting back into the swing of things. I'm changing my tip. I'm going to back Cronulla. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. It's tough. I'm going to do it. I'm locking in Cronulla. That's it for me. Right, next up, we have the Rabbitohs against the Roosters, and the Rabbitohs are not favourites at all. I do think Souths are going to win this game, and I will get into that in a second. Apparently, the Roosters are going to target Latrell heavy. Apparently, the Roosters are going to target Latrell heavily. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I completely get, there's that newfound hatred. Like, there's always been a hatred between these two teams. It's not a rivalry when it comes to these two teams, man. The fans hate each other. The players hate each other. The coaches hate each other. The book of feuds, mate. The book of feuds. So Latrell Mitchell has stamped himself as a rabbit. He's in that book of feuds, and the Roosters want to tear him to bits. And I think that works in our favour because the Rabbitohs will be aware of that, and I think they're going to push it. They're going to push it, and the Roosters are going to. I think Latrell's going to get under their skin, and they're going to make some stupid errors. So I am 100% backing South Sydney this weekend. I tipped against them last week because I wasn't confident they'd get the win against Storm, but taking that momentum from the last 15, it's about 19 minutes, I think, when you can take into when you take into consideration the Golden Point, I think that the Rabbitohs have a good bit of momentum going into this game. They bring back some experience in Liam Knight as well, who had an amazing game last week. Tane Mill moves into the centres, Jackson Paulo on the wing. Still not finalised yet. There are reports possibly that Josh Mansour could come back into the side after a strong showing in the New South Wales Cup, or the knock-on effect cup, if you will. So, I am going to tip the Bunnies in an upset there. So, going over more tips once more, we've got Cronulla, the Warriors, Rabbitohs, Panthers, Storm, Raiders, Broncos, and Manly. So, a lot of home teams, but I mean that's you get your home ground advantage. I think these tips, I'm happy to lock them in. I don't think there's any changes I want to make. I think I'm happy with this. This game is tough for me too, because I think the Tigers could surprise some people. But without Jackson Hastings, he's been their backbone. I can't see him beating the Warriors. So these are my tips this week, guys. Let me know what yours are down in the comments below. But other than that, though, guys, that is going to wrap it up from me. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.